Hey guys, Technotoad here. Today I will be playing Minecraft, or rather Tekkit. Tekkit, basically for anyone who is wondering, is a collection of mods such as Industrial Craft, Buildcraft, Red Power, Computer Craft, Railcraft, and all other sorts of craft. Equivalent exchange. There was forestry and the weapon mod in it, but I think forestry, the creators of forestry and what should we call it? And Tekkit had a bit of a kerfuffle, and forestry was taken out of Tekkit. So here's Jackson. He's dressed up as some person from LOL that I have no idea of. There's Donkey Kong behind some reinforced glass because Justin was on this server and I don't trust him. There's an NPC village that had more buildings, but we destroyed them all. There was also people living here at one point, but we killed them all. Well, yeah, what zombies did. Alright, so basically there's my house. There's Jackson's house. That little thing over there is Justin's house. Okay, so this is all the stuff I've got so far, like on me, in part of equivalent exchange. I have my Philosopher's Stone here, my Kleinstein's Y, Red Matter Pickaxe, Swiftwolf's Rending Gale, Vulcanite Amulet, and inside my alchemy bag, I have them turned off. No, I have to turn them back on. I have a Gem of Eternal Density and a Black Hole Band. The Black Hole Band, for anyone who is unfamiliar, what it does is it sucks stuff straight into the alchemy bag, so that it can be changed into other stuff such as iron, ingots, gold, diamonds, and then from diamonds it turns into dark matter, and then from dark matter it turns into red matter. It does this through the use of the Gem of Eternal Density, which does what I just explained. Now, the Vulcanite Amulet does not appear to be working at the moment. One of its aspects. What it should be doing when I right click is creating lava. I think it might be something to do with the fact that I have no EMC on my client star. It also protects me from lava, and I don't know if it's going to do that because I'm nowhere near lava. Swiftfoot's Rending Gale, as you can tell from this, it changes colour when I start flying, and as you can see down the bottom, I have an XP bar and hearts and food, so I'm not like in creative mode, and I don't have single player commands because, well, we're on a server, and basically it allows me to fly. It also has an ability where I shoot like a whirlwind thing. It takes EMC and it flings mobs up into the air. It's basically a defense mechanism sort of thing, and yeah, it's quite useful. It's quite expensive though, so yeah. Alright, first I will show you Jackson's house because it's the closest. Basically, Jackson isn't very far into any of the mods at all.
I have done nothing.
Yeah, he's done like... He made this, and that's about it.
Yes!
I made...
That and harvesting, what is it, rubber?
Yeah, he's harvested like so much rubber. That's pretty much... I made this for him, so that's, yeah. It's like, yeah. He has like 1 billion furnaces, and some random ass like just
that's my junk chest.
Okay. Alright, next I will show you Justin's dumpy ass house. He basically there's a backstory behind this, and by backstory behind this I mean Justin's a jerk.
Sorry.
You stepped on the alarm. Basically what happened was Justin was like the first day we played, me and Jackson were the first two people, and we asked Justin if he wanted to play, and he's like, yeah, sure. And then he played for about a day and a half, and he's like, I don't feel like playing this anymore, so he stopped playing. So, we haven't really decided what we're going to do with this house. Actually, I'm the only one who's actually put any input on what we should do with this house. But I reckon we should disconnect it from the rest of the area and burn it down because it's so ugly. I mean, just look at that. It's the most, like, structurally unsound building I've ever seen. I mean, look at this. There is nothing to support the second layer of roof. It's just... I can't explain it. It's just like one bit and then a second bit, and that second bit, if it was complying to the laws of physics, would have fallen, and yeah, it would be dead. Anyway, next I will show another person's house.
Sorry again.
It's cool. As you can see, I got halfway. I'm gonna change it today. I got halfway through making like a glass case for Donkey Kong, and then we found out that Justin wasn't playing on the server, and we didn't trust him. Actually, it was all me that did not trust him, because usually he probably would have like destroyed it and stuff. So yeah, I was gonna case it in refined reinforced glass, but then yeah, he left, and yeah, I sort of gave up on that little project. First, before I show you Eric's house, which is the other person on the server, here is a trampoline. It is an awesome trampoline. I had a trampoline before, but now that I can fly, I don't need one. Alright, here's Eric's house. Basically, he is the equivalent exchange dude, and he has blocked off... I see. He has... What? Okay. Basically, what he has done so far is... like, mostly all his stuff is in inventory, and I think he has a full relay, like, full of level 3s. No, he's missing a couple. Oh, so I did beat him. He has a lot of dark matter, though. Basically, it's school holidays for me at the moment, so I've been at home and I've been playing Minecraft pretty much non-stop for, like, I don't know, like 4 days. And, yeah, but he's been working because he's old and works. So yeah, he hasn't had much time to do anything. Anyway, so he's way behind me. Jackson has no excuse, though. Except work.
Hey, I work and have other things to do with my time.
Alright, so...
LOL specifically.
Alright, well, here's my humble little abode, which, I may add, is structurally somewhat sound, despite the fact that, like, the roof is made out of leaves. It also has scaffolds, which... I don't know. I don't think these tiny-ass little, like, wooden scaffolds would really hold it up, but...
Oh, you'd be surprised at the power of triangles, my friend.
Yeah, true. Oops, I just fell off. Alright, so basically what we have here is... alright, here's my project table, which is basically an upgraded form of a...
crafting bench.
Yeah, crafting bench, shut up. Basically, what you can do with this is, say I want to make a furnace and I run out of cobblestone here, I could, like, go and say there's a cobblestone in here, I could go get that, come back, and it's still there in the formation that I put it in, and then, yeah, just make it, and then put it in there. That acts as a tiny little chest for anyone who, yeah, who just wants temporary space, or just can't be bothered taking shit out of there. Alright, so here we have an alloy furnace. Basically that is for that stuff over there, which I will look at later. I have 2 of them. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Here we've got a crafting table 3, which basically, what it does is it looks at the items in your inventory and in here, and sees whatever possible you could make with that. So, like, because I have a stick in here and 2 cobblestone down here, it can make a sword, or like 8 cobblestone can make a furnace. And it also, like, for example, you can have all the components to make a crystal chest, but you don't have to go through every single stage. So you don't have to go through like copper, iron, gold, diamond, then crystal. You can just like click the thing on here and you'll immediately get that, which is pretty cool. What next? Alright, next we've got this. This is basically like an alchemical chest. It's just a tiny little alchemical chest with a talisman of repair, which basically repairs my items, except for these 2 because they take energy, to full durability. I don't really need many of these items, and by many I mean any except for maybe these 3, like the wrench, diamond hand sword, and screwdriver, because I don't really use them anymore, but they're still handy to keep around just in case, except maybe the wooden axe. They're just doing some shit. Alright. Now you may be wondering what the hell is going on here. These are some glitches with like texture errors. I get them all the time. So we got over here a rotary macerator. I don't have any ores. I'm gonna go quickly get some ores, which will in turn let me show off my red matter pickaxe. I'm gonna go down into Eric's mine because I can't be bothered finding ores anywhere else, because he has this deep ass pit thing that he made with his destruction catalyst. This will give us a chance to see if the Vulcanite amulet's working. Yeah, it is. Alright, so let's see. There's some Alright, basically what I did there is I right clicked and then I immediately got the stuff, which is pretty cool. It immediately goes into my bag because of the black hole band. And the gems got turned into diamonds, in case you were wondering, because of the gem of eternal density in there. Sorry, my throat's like playing up lately and I have to clear my throat like every 5 seconds. If anyone was wondering what the hell that noise was, somebody messaged me on Xfire. I'll get to that in a bit. Alright, so alright. Oh, I'm not gonna make a scaffold there. Alright, so now that we're in here, alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that out of there. Alright, so what this does is you put this in here and it turns it into dust, and for every single one of these it turns into 2 dust. So now I've got 14 dust out of 17. So what I'll do next is, ooh, that's a lot in there. I will put this in here. It's basically a faster furnace with 2 slots, and it is quite handy. Alright, so what this does, okay, I have some resin here. You don't mind if I use some of the resin you got, right?
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here, and it extracts it and turns it into rubber, which is, yeah. Most of the, actually pretty much all of the machines in industrial craft require rubber to make like copper circuits. Alright, this one, I can't exactly show it at the moment because I don't have any of the stuff. I could probably make some of the stuff. Alright, I'll do that now because I'm going to need it later anyway. I don't think I actually have enough for this. Wait. Yes, I do. Alright. So, what this does is it compresses it into like a different material, so like the carbon plate. And carbon plates can be used to make a number of things, such as nano armor, and advanced machine blocks. And advanced machine blocks you use, because these ones start out as like a normal macerator, a electric furnace, just an extractor, and a compressor, and they're basically incredibly slow. So upgrading them makes them better. I'm just going to tell this person I'll be right back. Okay, it's a link, and alright, alright, so yeah, basically they're all extremely slow, level 1, and yeah, alright, so what next? Alright, so here we have a medium voltage solar array. Now a medium voltage solar array takes 8 low voltage solar arrays, and each low voltage solar array takes 8 normal solar panels. And yeah, you can see how this sort of works out to be a very tedious process. And I'll show you the recipe for a solar panel now. Not that one, I'll get to that in a sec. Alright, so for every single one you need a generator. For a generator you need that. For the electric circuits you need that. There's an example of where you need copper cables. And you need coal dust, which you macerate or smelt. You also need glass, and that makes 1 solar panel. And 1 solar panel like generates barely any EU, which is the power in industrial craft. Each one of these solar panels, like when combined, when you get 8, makes 1 low voltage solar power panel include when you put it with a LV transformer as well. Then once you have 8 low voltage solar arrays, you can get a medium solar voltage solar array. I have that at the moment. For anyone who wants to know, I would not recommend going for a high voltage because you will waste quite a lot of your life doing so. I did it once with a friend. It took us about 2 hours combined. Like, we had all the materials. It shouldn't have taken us that long, but like, there's a lot of micromanaging because it's like 500. I think it's like 1,000 something solar panels, like just normal solar panels, goes into one high voltage solar panel. So it's quite a tedious process. Alright, here we've got 3 MFEs. What MFEs are basically power storage. You can get, the first one is called a bat box, which looks very similar to the LV transformer. It's basically a really shit power storage. It stores like, I think it's 30,000 or 60,000 or something like that. Then you have the MFV, which is the second tier one, which stores 600,000. And then you have the MFSU, which stores 10 million. And the MFSU really is sort of, in my opinion, a bit unnecessary because, for what I'm doing, because it's just too much power. Alright, so next over here, we've got red power machines. Machine. These solar panels basically generate electricity, which is then put in this battery box, which is then put in this blue electric furnace. For anyone who is not, like, I don't know, anyone who likes wasting their time, I would recommend this. For anyone who does not like wasting their time, I would not recommend it. It's a cool texture and stuff, but it's very slow. For something that takes like quite a lot of resources, and you need quite a lot of panels to power one. So I'll show you how slow this is, and then I'll show you. See, that's fast, but it's not fast enough. Like, when you can do a little bit extra work, actually quite a lot of extra work, and then get like these results, then yeah, you're gonna want to do that. Or if you want to go above and beyond, I don't have one of these yet, but Eric does. You can get one of these, which is pretty incredibly fast. See, that's just like instantaneous. So, and with ores, every single one of those generates 2 ores. You can get a dark matter furnace, which, yeah, every single one generates 1. Alright, so lastly of my stuff for the moment that I will be showing off is the relay. Alright, so basically the relay, what it does is you put something in there and it will generate it, like it'll create more of it. So for example, I put stone in here and it's going to create a lot of stone. So basically, yeah, you put, like, for example, steak, and get rid of that. It's going to generate quite a lot of steak, and it's not going to actually empty. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just get this. Move that. And yeah. Alright, so basically, all of these are level 3 now. I finished it like half an hour ago. And basically, what happens is these collectors, they harness power from the glowstone and then put it inside this relay. And then from the relay, it goes into the energy condenser and then condenses energy until it makes a dark matter. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here, and then below this middle one, like there's one underneath this glowstone, there is another relay which is putting power into the condenser. Alright, well that's pretty much it from me from now. I don't know, I think I might do some tutorials on this for anyone who would want that. Because, I don't know, I'm getting pretty, I've played this for like the last couple of months and I'm getting pretty good at it. Any input you want to put in, Jackson?
Not much, I'm just mining ores at the moment. FYI, everybody, I am noobs.
Yeah, he is pretty noob. But
Like,
he'll get better.
I know how to play Minecraft, but I don't know how to play this.
Yeah, he only got into this like a couple days ago, so yeah, I'm like gradually teaching him. Like, well, I'm not really teaching him. I'm just telling him what he should get like next, like the steps he should take. Like at the moment, I think he's trying to get a Aren't you trying to get a generator and electric furnace?
I have no idea what I'm doing. You just a while ago told me to mine ores and collect resources, so that's what I'm doing until you finished your intro.
Alright.
Walking around on huge plains of obsidian.
Alright, well, that's pretty much all for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll probably do some tutorials. I don't know what on yet, but yeah, so, alright, well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.